Specialization is the process in which labor is divided in a way that one person can perform one task. One person, one task phenomena is known as specialization, and specialization has resulted in division of labor. And specialization, again, it is the result of invention of money. Before the invention of money, every person in the world tried to produce everything he need or want. But after the invention of money, now every person specializes in one task, in one kind of field, and he earns money in exchange of his services, and he uses that money to purchase goods and services. Specialization can be at individual level. One person specializes in one task. It can be regional level, when a certain region of the country is specialized in one product, and it can be at national level when the entire country has specific kind of outlook and it produces certain type of goods. That is called national specialization. Specialization has many benefits or advantages, and those include, first of all, bulk production. When people are specialized, workers are specialized, definitely they become more efficient. And in the same way, if firms are specialized, they are producing certain type of goods only, then again they become more efficient. And when workers and firms collectively are efficient, they result in greater production of goods and services. And when we produce in bulk, in large quantities, we can get economies of scale. Is the situation in which per unit cost of production falls with the rise in output. So in this situation, when we are producing in bulk, in large quantities, it leads to fall in average cost of production. We get economies of scale. And the third one is increase in efficiency. When workers are doing the same job repeatedly, they become more efficient and quick. When they are more efficient, they can benefit the firm in a way that its output increases, its quality of products increases, and time is saved. Time is saved because when workers are more efficient and quick, they can produce greater quantity of goods and services in lesser period of time, so they can save time. And the next advantage of specialization is use of machinery becomes possible. And in recent world, we can see that in factories, different machinery and technology is used. And since workers are specialized, they perform their own job, and they are working with machinery. When labor is divided into different tasks, it allows the use of machinery, due to which efforts and time to produce goods and services will reduce. In the modern world, many tasks are done with machines and robots instead of manual production. It again increases efficiency of workers as well. But these robots may create some problems as well, which will be discussed in disadvantages. And the next advantage is increase in quality. Specialization and division of labor helps to produce better quality goods and services, as every individual worker is expert in his own job. Therefore, he can give a very nice finishing touch to the final product, which is not possible for an unskilled pool of labor. Specialization leads to better quality, and it is definitely beneficial for the consumers because they can get better quality products. Then is comparative advantage. This advantage is at international level. When one country is basically specialized in one thing, it focuses on production of that good, and it can produce greater volume at low cost, so it can comparatively produce goods and services at lower cost as compared to the other countries. So whatever it produces at low cost, it can also export these goods to other countries, so it can also earn foreign exchange. Whenever we sell goods, we export goods to other countries, it definitely leads to inflow of foreign currency into the country. So it is again beneficial because it improves balance of payment position. However, specialization does not has only advantages, it has some disadvantages as well. First of all, work may become boring. When a person repeatedly performs the same task, he gets bored. It may result in monotonous, and the worker may become less motivated, and it may lead to decrease in his efficiency. The second disadvantage is it may be a cause of depression for workers, because worker may feel himself very unimportant because he cannot see the final product. For example, in the process of publishing a book, a specialist composer will compose the text, will be shifted to the printing department. Afterwards, it will go to the designer for title designing and then for binding. This is the process of publishing a simple book. You can think how difficult processing will be in complicated car assembly plant. So a worker may feel himself very unimportant because he cannot produce the entire car, and he cannot produce the entire book because he can do a single part of that product. So he may feel himself alienated, or he may feel depressed. Then the next disadvantage is dependency on other workers. Workers are depending on each other. When there is specialization, one worker, one task process is basically followed. One worker will perform one task and he will wait for the others to do their job. Therefore, they have to rely on each other. When one task is completed, then the other person will get the job. For example, in furniture industry, cutting department is dependent on the timber provider, assembly department is dependent upon cutting department, and in the same way painting department is dependent on assembly department. Dependency on other countries is another disadvantage. When we specialize at international level, we focus on production. As a country, we focus on production of just one product, and we keep relying on other countries, and we keep importing other products from other countries. When you are dependent on other countries, that other country may face any kind of natural disaster, so that country might not be able to send goods, to transport goods to your country, or may not be able to produce goods in its own country. So when your trading partner is suffering, you will also be suffering. And increase in unemployment is another disadvantage. Sometimes if you are over specialized in one thing and that industry no more continues, then you may have to lose your job. Or sometimes because of specialization, there is more use of machinery and technology, and that machinery and technology may be much efficient than workers. Employers and factory owners may feel more comfortable to purchase machinery and technology instead of hiring workers. So unemployment of workers may rise. Then the last disadvantage is lack of uniqueness. Whenever there is specialization, goods are produced with machinery and technology, and machinery and technology cannot bring uniqueness to the product. When goods are produced through machines, they are almost same, while if it is done individually and manually, then worker may bring uniqueness in the product, which is missing because of use of more machinery and technology.